Hey folks, welcome back to the restaurant show. I have quite a treat for you today. The much anticipated Cafe Hollander has finally opened over in Hilldale. And joining us is special guest, the perfect person to be here on the restaurant show today. This is the culinary director of culinary, Will Borgstrom, and he's joining us to give us just a little bit of insight into what goes on over at Cafe Hollander. And we're so glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me here, Jessa.
So I'm so excited. First of all, what are you doing for us today?
We're going to do a braised lamb ossobuco with a Hook's cheddar cheese, whipped potato, and some roasted carrots.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm very excited. So kind of walk me through what you're going to do to get us started here.
So I'm going to put my spice rub into this pan so I can mix it together. So that's a nice smoked Spanish paprika,
Ooh, it's
a little
nice
bit
color.
of granulated garlic,
Okay.
fresh ground black pepper. I'm going to use a little bit of sea salt, and that's it. I'm just going to mix it up so I can lightly dredge my lamb shanks in there. Lamb is a very delicate flavor. You want the lamb to come through when you
Yes.
prepare it. And you know, folks at home, don't be afraid to work with lamb. It's a wonderful. This is an all-natural lamb product that we get out of Colorado.
Okay.
What I did, I started the pan, which is already hot, and I put in ghee, which is a clarified butter. So I'll put the first shank in.
It's called what? Ghee.
Ghee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's clarified butter.
Gotcha.
You don't want milk solids in there because it'll burn and give an off flavor to the dish.
I'm learning a lot already. This is fantastic.
So we just put a little bit of that more on there,
Okay.
and then put the other lamb shank in.
Oh my gosh. I'm
So-
already hungry. This looks amazing.
So at this point, now I'm going to put the bouquet garni in. I have fresh bay leaves. Always use fresh bay leaves.
Okay.
Don't buy the dry ones. They're not that good. You really want the flavor of the bay.
He's talking to me, but you can write this down too.
We have crushed garlic.
Oh.
And on garlic, a lot of home cooks don't understand you should cut the root off of it because it gives garlic an off flavor, and it's not good for the dish.
Okay,
So
I
we
didn't know
trim
that.
off the root of all the garlic. Every little piece of garlic we have, we trim it.
Wow.
And we go through hundreds of pounds of garlic a week, so you know there's
There's
one
a
of my,
lot going on in
there's
that
a-
kitchen
Yeah,
back
there's
there.
one of my prep cooks really doesn't like me, but
They're not hanging out back there. They're cutting garlic.
so we add a little bit of onion, and then we
Beautiful.
have fresh thyme and some fresh rosemary.
Oh my God.
And
If you
so-
could smell this is amazing. I'm
So
loving it.
we let that all start getting braised in there together with the lamb.
Oh my God.
We're going to let the lamb cook on each side till
Yeah.
it's seared up really nice. Then we'll flip it. Then we'll add braising liquid, or in this case, I'll use water.
Okay.
And then all the juices and the natural flavors from the bone will then give us our base for our sauce, which is a maple Dijon
is outstanding.
reduction
Oh my
with
God.
the lamb de jus.
My mouth is totally watering already. Tell me now, this is one of the many items that you have on
Right.
the menu. Talk to us a little bit about what else we can see. This is what I'm going to be ordering now that I'm here smelling this and seeing all this. But you've got a great menu.
We have a
Tell us-
lot going on. Everything we do is from scratch. We really seek out the very best product. And we spend a lot of time, laborious effort to get the very best. Well, I was excited to come to Madison because Underground Meats, you've got the Madison Sourdough Bread Company, you've got Hooks, you've got all these wonderful vendors. I met this gal who's been at the farmer's market for 30 years, Mary Martin, and she makes jam. So we like to make everything ourselves, but here's a pro.
Yeah. it's-
And she's been doing this for 30 years in the Madison market. We're under intense negotiations, and she's going to make all of our preserves for us.
How exciting
So
is that?
everything
all
is-
nice and local, and
Right.
And if you're not making it, you've got somebody making it from scratch,
That's
and
right.
that's really important too. And let's touch on it really quick. Before we started, I thought this was really interesting. Will was telling me about their kids menu, and myself being a new parent, I find this wonderful. Tell folks what you're doing.
Well, you know, this is a few years back, I was looking at the program going, you know, I wouldn't let my kids eat this. So me and Matt Lerbecki, who's now our director of training, we put our heads together and we said, come on, let's do this. So we bought this really bento box with 3 different inserts. And so we do really solid food for the kids.
I love that.
And you know, to me, if I can make the kids happy, the parents are happy because, you know, it comes with fresh cut fruit, it comes with veggies, you know, raw vegetables that kids can dip in.
Yeah.
Even our ranch dressing, we don't open up Hidden Valley and dump it in a
And
thing.
pour it
no,
in, yeah,
we,
no.
we make our own herb mix and we do buttermilk and we
And
just have a lot of
kids
fun.
probably love eating out of those little boxes. You know, it's
They
like
love
a
it.
blast.
They love it.
That's so much fun. So let's talk a little bit more about this while you're kind of cooking it up here. Now, do you actually come up with all these dishes yourself?
Yes.
This is the mastermind behind all these wonderful dishes.
The
And let me-
madman, more like
The
it.
madman. And we're gonna run out of time, but I wanna ask you how you got into this. How did you, this is a passion, a love of yours, I can tell.
Honestly, I was a homeless kid, and a chef kept running by me every day. Finally figured out that I was in need of help, and he said, "Do you need a job?" And I said, "Absolutely." And so he walked me right into the Coronado Hotel in San Diego and put me to work.
The rest is
So
history.
34 years later, I'm still here.
Here you are, making up these amazing dishes. And of course, in the essence of time, through the magic of television, show us what this dish is going to look like prepared.
Okay,
Because
I'm just going to pull these out real quick because they're seared up.
gorgeous.
I'm going to add a little braising
that
liquid.
smell, oh my gosh. I wasn't hungry, but now I must have.
So then I take the mirepoix, add this in,
Okay.
and I would cover this with tin foil and then place it in the oven for 300 degrees for probably
Okay.
3 hours. You have to really watch it because you want this super tender, but not mush. Because
Yeah.
lamb will turn pretty fast.
There's
So,
a fine line. Yeah, you got to watch that.
so
I'm
I'll
sure.
put that in the oven,
Okay.
and I will take out
And
the finished plate.
voila. And this is so beautiful. I got to watch you plate this. It's absolutely stunning. Look at how gorgeous the presentation is. Is this your creation too?
Yes,
The presentation.
we like using Hook's cheddar because it's simply one of the best cheeses you can buy.
Yes, perfect.
And we mix that into our whipped potatoes, and we're right there.
And we almost have to go, but there's this gorgeous French toast sitting over here that we must talk about.
This is our challah French toast. I chose challah because it eats super good as French toast. So
I'm
we
gonna
do a
bring this
very
over.
vanilla heavy custard, and then we have an orange
Look at that.
marmalade
Beautiful.
butter that goes on top,
Look at this.
and maple syrup, and it's dusted with a little bit of powdered sugar.
Wow. So if you love French toast, there's a lot to love
This is a
here.
great French toast. I'm just not
Delicious.
kidding you. It's
Oh my
good.
gosh. So you guys have breakfast, brunch, dinner, a fabulous kids menu. These guys are over in Hilldale. If you haven't been yet, I totally recommend it. Great atmosphere too.
It's a lot of fun.
Love it, love it, love it. This is Will Borgstrom, Director of Culinary, and make sure you go check out Cafe Hollander. We're gonna be right back with the restaurant show. Stick around.
Thank you.